Game 14 today here at the Hong Kong Football Club. It's going to be Japan, Asian heavyweights, Asian Games gold medalists up against Sri Lanka in a pool deciding match. And there's some big names in there, none bigger than number 7, Katsuyuki Sakai. And well, old Motomura, we talked about him in the first game. He could have scored 5, didn't score any, just got pulled back by young Lu from Chinese Taipei. Here is the Sri Lankan side, missing a few of their superstars, but plenty of talent out there. They look like a team that's ready to explode, full of positivity. Very attacking rugby, well balanced, almost Pacific Island style. And Japan, well, they were not conclusive earlier on against Chinese Taipei. They got across by 4-0, I think it was in the end, but 4 or 5 tries. And an early mistake from the Japanese, that's very rare. Made a mistake there, said that they were the gold medalists. Of course they weren't. Hong Kong beat them 14-0 gold medal match, Asian Games 2 weeks ago. My apologies. Get muddled up here at the end of the day. It's been a long day. Here comes Sri Lanka. This is Kavindu taking the Japanese on. I think this is going to be a close game. Yeah, they both play very open, throw it about rugby. Japan with their share, a sprinkling of Polynesian-born players. Japanese defensive line coming up there quickly. Hayashi in 11, just in a beautiful arc. And the threat of Sri Lankans out wide. There they go again. That's the danger though when you come up like that. Little holes and jinks on the inside defence, and they've won a penalty though, and here they go, tearing off into things. Early ball to Hayashi. He tries to wrong foot the defence. They come in and 2-tag him. Sakai not on the field to run operations, so it'll be interesting to see who is the on-field marshal. Little general going in as Kano. Floats one out wide, and that's a beautiful ball. And I'm having a mozza here. Sakai's on the field, and he scored the try. Beautifully done. First try of the match. Katsuyuki Sakai, one of the most influential players on the World Series of any team.
Well, you've got to wonder about the Sri Lankan defence here, how they didn't recognise that they're going to leave him wide open. I know the Sri Lankans are fast, but they're not that fast.
Well, big Seru there took on about 3 defenders. Jose Seru, big Japanese number 2 there, sucked in almost half of the Sri Lankan side.
Really, that's the point, isn't it, Booze? They've got 2 big bangers out there, the Japanese, and might be exactly the point at which Sri Lanka begin to fail.
Kavindu trying to find some space there. Nothing much happening. It's a tough ask to get around this Japanese defence. I think one of the things that would have really stung them in that Asian Games final was being kept to 0 by Hong Kong. That must have hurt them.
First time we've seen low scoring encounters between Hong Kong and Japan though. It's not too often you see Japan not really fire a shot at all.
Yep, they were just hassled. The defensive work of Hong Kong on that occasion was superb. Will we see, what will we see in the final? Will we see another Japan-Hong Kong matchup tomorrow here at the football club at the end of the day? Cup final, who knows? The Koreans aren't looking the greatest. They brought a lot of new players. In Sri Lanka, well, they're the other contenders. China, who just went down to Chinese Taipei. I think all roads looking to look at that evil bounce there. Coming through, can he take it? Oh, that would have been sensational. Sudiachichi. If he'd taken that one, it would have been on telly for years to come. Air conditioning in the booth. Scooting away now comes Kano. He looks electrifying now. Looks like he's in that position. Motomura finally manages to get away, and he goes in for his first try of the tournament.
Well, that's been Motomura's problem all day. He's just been playing against the wrong guys.
Right. You've got to back it in. You've got to back it in under the posts there. Here he goes. He turns around. Backs it in. Back in the Kingswood into the tip. 12-0. Conversion's good. 14-0. 2 minutes left in the first half. And just a straight miss there. Tackle by Kavindu. Went in high. He will not be denied. One of the stars of last season. Sakai with the restart, just a little chip there, goes about 12 metres, and who gets up there? One of the big men. They've got the confidence just to throw it around wide now. Oishi, 2 tries earlier to him. He's looking real hungry as well. Patrick Kwok, referee for Hong Kong Society. Officiated a few games down at the Asian Games in Indonesia 2 weeks ago. Bit of a rib injury to Danuk. A bit of a lull here as we get a fresh man on. There's the Sri Lankan ladies in the background looking on at their countrymen. Can't find any jinx in this Japanese armour so far. They've certainly given it a nudge as Sudam comes away, beats the first one, gets absolutely collared there by Soejima, and gets the ball stripped away. The size of that man there. And it's good defence there. Hayashi under all sorts of pressure there, locks it on in the face of the advancing defender. Down on one knee there for the cricket style catch. Whoa. Doing a lot of work, but not making a lot of ground, just trying to bend this Japanese defence into some sort of shape they can exploit. Huda's gone, still yet to get some points on the board. Every metre is costing them energy and effort.
Well, this is exactly where Sri Lanka don't really want to be playing them. They want to be out wide like they are now. They don't want to be taking a one off the contact, having a crack at Japan. Japan will eat that up all day.
There we go, and the Japanese defence trusts itself immensely there, and they've kept Sri Lanka to 0. Sri Lanka probably with the slight advantage in terms of possession, not territory. Can't even get out of their own half though for literally 7 minutes, and they end up with the big 0 at half time.
Very, very difficult for Sri Lanka. Japanese defence is very organised. They're going to need something. They need to identify some space somewhere and figure out how to get it. Knowing what you want and knowing how to get it. Quite often 2 different things. Crowd enjoying late afternoon sun here at the Hong Kong Football Club. Everybody looking happy.
That's the look of someone who's been busted. And if you're joining us on the Facebook feed, thanks very much. Good having you with us. Whether you're in Japan, Sri Lanka, or anywhere around the world, great having you with us. And hope you'll come back tomorrow. 24 more games tomorrow. 2 tries in the first half. Not looking like world beaters at this stage, are they, Ted? Struggling against Chinese Taipei. This is no slouchy outfit, the Sri Lankans, but they're not the slick operators we've seen in the past. Not yet, anyway.
Well, Japan have put a squad in. Sakai is here, ready to play the role of field marshal. Ladies, enjoying the afternoon from the members' side of the field, obviously. Good afternoon to Tim Stiles, watching on Facebook Live. Responsible party for one Hugo Stiles.
Gold medal winner.
Winner of gold. Unfortunately, though, not all that glitters is gold. Ben Rimini told me after they received their medals, they got back to the athlete village and found there was only cornflakes and toast left. It's a bit late to order in. No guessing. I won't need to guess twice about what they were thinking about either.
So second half is underway. Sri Lanka now, they've got to do something. They've had lots of ball, haven't been able to crack this Japanese defence. No line breaks yet. Who will unlock this Japanese defence? Or will the Japanese unlock them? Sojima. Something opens up on the right. Motomura, try scorer, back to Sakai. Those two experienced players hooking up. Kano puts the beautifully weighted kick out there to Seru, pops it up. Slowly working down the field now. Mixture of kicks and guile and short passes and wide passes, showing us everything they've got right now. Very patient. Motomura now, can he get on the outside? Throws down Budima to the floor there, who then Sojima comes swooping in there, this colossus of a man, and well, he's right on the try line. And he pops it up to Sakai, who can better the position there. So good patient work, wasn't it? Just through the hands.
Well, there was everything you wanted to see. Passing, challenging the line, kick pass, passing off the ground. It was a full palette of skills from Japan to conjure up that score. And Sakai, well, all he really had to do was be there. Tidy try from Japan, showing their class. This may not be an entire string of pearls they brought with them. Still shining pretty bright.
Sojima there, unselfishly. And as we said about the Japanese women's side, they just don't look like they're in any rush. They look like they're just going through the motions almost. Whereas you'll watch Sri Lanka get the ball, and everyone who gets it is trying to do something, and the body's moving at 100 miles an hour. They're wrapping around, they're doing all sorts, and just two very different styles of play.
It's by no means we're taking anything away from Sri Lanka. They've been, time and again, they've been real entertainers. They're a fantastic Sevens nation in this age and region, but sometimes you just have to throw your hands up when you don't know what more you have to do. Look at that.
Great pilfer there from Rikuya Oyoshi.
And this is what they're up against when they play close quarters rugby with Japan like this. That's the risk they've got to take. Japanese side, they've stacked them selection for this game. Very, very, very big men compared to the Sri Lankans. May even be the biggest Japanese Sevens team. Well, they may be the biggest team here.
Yeah, they're up there, aren't they? is a huge team. I mean, guys like Lodi, Takiri are not here, big men themselves, but you've got Seru and Sawajima and Oishi, those three themselves, big boppers.
So the Tuskers with the ball.
They've got to score 3 times, and that looks unlikely the way things are going. Chugging back goes Kano. He's got no one behind him, so he has to take on Kevin Joseph. Finally, big Sawachima gets the ball and relieves a bit of territorial pressure. Planted in the close quarters down there. Now they come wide. Just casually downfield, Seru to Sakai. Into play is fantastic. There's a chance there on the floor. And look at the pickup from Seru. And unfortunately, coming in with a good guiley tackle, Srinath Surya Bandara does enough there to force the knock on. Now they have another chance. Long passage of play. Seru there coming in hard with the shoulder on Adisha. Just bounces out of that one. No dramas. Sri Lankans having trouble committing 2 Japanese to the tackle so they can force these overlaps, whereas when you watch the Japanese, they're constantly looking for the 2-man tackle, keep their arms free, make the line break. It's hard work though, isn't it? There is no change coming. They try to change tactics this time.
That's the play.
Along the ground, Srinath can't get the bounce.
That's the play. It might have been 5 or 6 minutes too late.
Tactics were right.
Potentially was going to be the one. The big Japanese guys, they wouldn't be too excited about bending over late in the day. These last of the golden sunset here in Hong Kong. If you've just joined us now, live and direct around the world on World Rugby, greetings from a magnificent Happy Valley on Hong Kong Island. Plenty of people joining us on this Facebook Live channel. It's been a thrilling day of sevens. We've seen the Sublime to the Super to the Superior, and all colours of the rainbow in between. Currently on your screen is Japan. If you're unfamiliar with the strips, Japan wearing red and white, and Sri Lanka, the Tuskers.
Sri Lankan fan saying on Facebook, Sri Lanka is nothing without Ranjan. Danushka Ranjani certainly is an excitement machine. We love commentating when he's playing. Not sure what the deal is. Jed will go and speak to Peter Wood after. Get the skinny. There goes Sawachima again. Powerful run from him again. And Nakano there just fires that one out of midfield. Here goes Hayashi. Puts on the gas, puts on the burners, trying to get away as Nakazawa. They hold onto a shirt, but they let go. Job wasn't done, and here they come sweeping down the field, Japan. Here's Fukimoto. There they go, he commits the 2 tacklers. Can he get the ball up? And Japan said, well, you know what? That'll do for today. So, Japan 21, Sri Lanka 0. Japan will, in all likelihood, win their pool as expected. They've got a little bit of sharpening up to do, but all in all, not a bad hit out for them today. They've put plenty of points on. No points against so far.
Well, they've done well. Japan 21 points to 0. Sri Lanka, no score. They probably feel a little bit disappointed by the scoreline. Still, they're a class team. plenty of sides here who would love to be in their position, only 21 points short of Japan. At the end of 7 minutes, we've seen them throw points on willy-nilly. Interesting, isn't it? The versatility of that Japanese squad. 2 or 3 changes and the whole complexion goes from being a bunch of big bangers to having some real midfield pace. It's the Texas club squad. Obviously only they've either just come from training or they're just going to training.
They look so clean and beautiful.
As we all know, it won't last. It can never last.